Looks like it's doing a thing.
There.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah, everyone had the wrong setting.
Everyone say thanks, Space, for saving the day again. Alright, hello. I'm gonna finish getting a drink. And we are gonna head that way. Everyone, making sure that I have the other mic. Yeah. You guys are gonna look at the ground. You know the drill. But yeah, hi. We're back. Wait, can you guys hear me? Well, yeah, you guys can because you're all thinking Space. Do the animals smoke weed? It's Texas, dude. It's not legal. San Diego was incredible. It was my first TwitchCon, so it was a really cool experience. Wild. Took a little. First day was just taking it all in because it was a lot. But it was really fun. But right now, Lindy and Kayla are with the crows doing some training. I'm probably gonna not approach so I don't really in. Not doing San Diego. The zoo was incredible. The safari park was incredible. Oh, I really like San Diego. But we are all very tired, which is expected. So I feel like I'm not talking in full sentences or something. I feel like I'm zoning out halfway through. Anyways, yeah, they're finishing up with crows. Here are some monkeys. Catching up on chat. We have a one-track mind right now. Yeah, the zoo was great. I've been there before, but it was like years and years ago, so it's incredible to see like all the things that have changed. You learn more, so you learn to look for different things, and you always take something different away from the experience. So it was really cool. It was a good opportunity to see how they do some things, bring some ideas back. Sophie Lou, congratulations! That's awesome. Cherry shortbread sounds incredible. The zoo with Hassan was also fun. We didn't stick around with that group for a long time, which I feel bad about. There was a show that we really wanted to watch, so we split off. But it seemed like they had a great time, which is awesome. Did Ace get in trouble for stealing food last night? Ace just be doing Ace things. Monochrome roller. Hopefully one day you get to go to the zoo. I did not meet Ron Burgundy. That would have been too cool. Ooh, thanks for the resub. We did get some inspiration for Alveus, especially enrichment wise. Lots of ideas. We took lots of pictures, had lots of discussions about things that we saw that we liked and that we do want to bring back. So get ready for some new enrichment ideas that we'll hopefully be implementing here. VIP Hippo, I remember meeting your friends. They were super nice. We gave them some bookmarks to give to you, so hopefully you get those. Maybe every animal gets their own cell phone now. Nick's Forum asked, with the big dono, does that mean Momo gets his own cell phone? Oh, Momo has his own iPad, you guys. Do I have a favorite Alveus animal? It's really hard to choose, but just from my previous experiences, I'm biased towards canid, so I really like the wolf dogs and the foxes. I think a part of it's just that's what I know better and I'm more have more experience in, but they have a way of stealing your heart.
Here. Eggs.
Haven't watched the zoo VODs yet. Were there cheetahs? There were the safari park one. We did. Logan, it was so nice meeting you too. It was so cool meeting people. It was surreal. When does Momo start streaming?
That is real. What?
I know chat is real. When does Momo start streaming?
Momo streams 24/7. You can look at them always.
Monochrome roller, I see your request. We have all the animals kind of down there to get to, as well as the marms and the chins later. But tomorrow, when we head into the wolf pond again, I can snap those few pieces of grass.
I'm sorry. You just have a little bit of time before we can let you back inside.
Yeah, so the reason that the marms were excited when we walked up, they have some ants on the inside. So right now they're trapped outside just so we can make sure that there won't be more ants in the future, especially the kind that might sting them. And then we'll let them back in pretty soon.
3:30.
Thanks for the bits. We like to frog watch at night. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have heard of that citizen science program, Frog Watch, but if you guys are frog watchers, you can join a group where you go out to your local pond or waterway or wherever you think frogs may be hanging out, collect some data, and that gets uploaded into this huge database that researchers use to know more about our country's amphibian population, which is really cool. It's something I did in high school and it was really fun, especially if you get like a group together of people who are nerdy about frogs and science and research and conservation. Oh, hell yeah, nice. Ooh, thanks for the resub. There's another mic on here. I grabbed everything, so I don't know who wants the camera, who wants the wrist chat phone. Go along. Entomology, yeah, Frog Watch is so fun. It's something that I want to start up again. I think it would be really fun. How's everyone feeling health-wise after the con? I feel pretty okay. I think I'm just tired. I just need like a couple nights of rest and that's it. How are you feeling, Kayla, health-wise?
I feel okay. Tired.
Yeah.
Chat, I didn't get home until after 1.
I'm gonna give you a mic. I don't know if you guys heard her, but she said she didn't get home until after 1. I got you this.
And then I spent some time with my cats. And I went to sleep at 2:15, and then I woke up at 6 to come to work. And then I was a zombie, and Lindsay and Trudy had to put up with me all day.
There was no putting up with. It was all very understood that we were just...
I was useless yesterday. I was like, I cleaned some things, I think.
I got 9 hours of sleep last night, and I still woke up like, I can't. I cannot.
I think last night I slept for... I'm not good at going to sleep. I slept for like 5.5 hours. So in the past 2 nights, I've gotten 9 hours of sleep total.
That's
yeah.
Sustainable.
Yeah. Crushing it.
Lindsay, how are you feeling health-wise?
I'm exhausted.
Lindsay says she's exhausted, so the same. Frozen Yak, some of these, actually, I don't know. Did all of these buildings exist originally?
The 3 main ones did, yeah.
Did you see Ace's rampage last night? I saw photo evidence of it.
Dude. No.
So rude. Oh, what's up, Doragard? We met Doragard at TwitchCon 2, which was also very fun.
I actually don't think I could physically sleep for 13 hours. I don't think I could do it. If I sleep for more than like 8, my body's like, remember when you could move? Now you can't. Sucker.
Did the animals enjoy seeing Ella again, or did they seem to notice?
The last couple times I have woken up, my feet have hurt so bad.
No.
That as soon as I stood up, I was like, it's just funny.
No. I don't know. I honestly didn't tune in to the stream as much as I wanted to while we were in San Diego. I would expect. Oh, I'm just entirely blocking the camera. I would expect that at least the donkeys were super excited to see her.
I got updates from Ella every day, like very thorough ones, and she said that everybody did very well. She said Appa did great with the syringe for her, which is so nice.
No.
She said he never offered any behaviors that indicated that he was upset or that he might bite. The wolf dogs did fine with her, I know that. I think she and Amanda teamed up really, I mean, I think they complement each other very well. The parrots, she weighed Miley one of the days.
Nope.
So that's nice.
Did you guys
Stompy was a menace, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think it all went really well.
We did see the hawk try to grab the crow. That was crazy.
So unnecessary,
Glad
so
our fencing
rude.
works. It was tested and it passed.
Miley enjoyed a mist bath. Yeah.
Oh.
So cute. Hi, Betty. Chat, we introduced Betty to Nugget yesterday and it did not go well. So we introduced Betty to Polly today and it went better. So we'll see what happens. We'll see where Betty ends up. Stompy was in a headlock by Ella at one point.
That sounds about right.
Do pygmy hippos make good pets? One time I saw a hippo poop and it was insane, you guys. Obviously the answer is going to be no. But we were
No,
at like
thank
this
you.
drive-through safari park and it was violently, I don't think it was violently shitting. I think it's just hippos are big animals that have big poops. And it was pooping and its tail was like going crazy. And so it was like helicoptering its poop everywhere.
Yeah, they're a dispersal pooper. 'Cause
I didn't know that.
When they poop in the, like, 'cause if they poop on land, they just mimic what they do in the water.
No person, not a pet.
So I don't know if you guys heard
funny.
Lindsay, but they are dispersal poopers. Just think about that.
Yeah, they do that.
But also the usual spiel of there is just no possible way that a human can give a hippo in their home the proper care that it needs. It's just not fair to the animal.
Get a cat or a dog. Always. Okay. All right. We've got a lot of parrot stuff. Chat, we're gonna take you down to see Henrique today because she's going through a hard molt. And it's perfect spooky season content, in my opinion.
It's almost Halloween time. It's spooky season.
Is Amanda's eye okay? She did not tell me that she got pecked in the eyeball. I saw the clip where she got pecked.
Was it her eyeball?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Somebody said, oh yeah, Amanda is now one-eyed Amanda.
No.
Are you guys planning a new ambassador? Not like currently, like we're not like, this is the next one, full stop. My sister wants a capybara. How do I convince her that it is not a pet? I mean, capybaras aren't they the largest rodents?
They're
Have you
also-
seen what the tiny rodents do? You don't need a large rodent. Aren't capybaras like the reason?
Super chill.
Don't say that, Lindsay. No, they're not.
I think that's like a social media, like when people post videos onto social media, it's a very curated set of videos that they are posting up. So with a lot of these animals that you see on social media and they look cute, it's not going to be the whole story. Again, social media, whether it's for people or for animals, it's very curated.
Don't they like water?
They're aquatic.
They're aquatic, but also, again, same thing. If your sister does love capybaras, the worst thing you can do for a capybara is to get one as a pet. If you truly cared about them, you can go
See one.
volunteer with them. That is a great way to get closer to an animal that you truly appreciate. Getting one as a pet
Not the way.
that you can't take care of, not the way.
Not the way.
I worked, I know like Connor did too, and I don't actually know who else, but like I worked at an exotic vet clinic, and the prices that you pay for exotic animals is a lot higher because it is specialized knowledge. A lot of the medication is specialized medication. and the bills are astronomically higher. So
And vet bills are already high.
and like, yeah,
For just
even
cats
for
and
just
dogs.
cats and dogs, they're very high. So all the people that I saw coming into the clinic, even just like rats and rabbits, the bill was always higher than just a cat or a dog. And again, like you said, cats and dogs are already so expensive.
The ambassadors that we've probably spent the most on are probably the rats and the chickens.
Yeah.
And maybe the marms. Teeth.
I know, Dark Row. Anytime like an animal gets sensationalized, it unfortunately like doesn't go great. Like Dalmatians require a lot of special knowledge, and I know there was another
even if
movie
you're-
with Channing Tatum and like a Belgian Malinois, and people were like, "Don't get them as pets." Like, I know it's cute in the movie, you'll regret it.
Even different dog breeds. Do your research.
That's true. A lot of times there's no insurance for a lot of exotic animals, so you are paying a full bill. Yeah, honestly, like all the pictures and videos of Mudeng's habitat
And, like-
look subpar, which again, they are in another country and they might not have the same amount of resources as, we do in the US. But they are in the public's eye, so if the public can suggest how
You're
they
doing a great
can
job.
improve, hopefully they will use all that money to improve their
Not
living
for
conditions.
nothing either. Just look at the number of exotic animals that people get as pets, and then they have to give them up to sanctuaries. Tico, Miley,
Yes.
Siren, Mia, Appa, Momo, Finn. Pets. And now they're here. Push pop.
Kayla, any comments on Pesto the giant penguin that lives in a zoo?
Just that it's huge. I don't know much about him other than he's huge. Betty's doing great. She has to get a different medication. But she looks great. She's pretty chill around us, which is nice. We had her out today for a while. She kennelled voluntarily yesterday while she was, after she met Nugget, very likely because she was very unsure of Nugget. But I think she didn't kennel voluntarily today, but she was very easy to just scoop in place. She's very polite about it. Nugget was not kind to Betty. It was very sad. Very sad. I tried to do a long distance. I let them see each other through the kennel first. And Nugget walked away, and I was like, okay. That's nice. And then every time she came back after that initial walk away, she was like, pow, pow, pow. And I was like, okay. Betty hid under my legs.
Hurt chickens, hurt
Nugget
chickens.
is the problem. So we'll see.
Nugget, please.
Yeah.
If y'all want to go down, go for it. I'm going to do lunch really fast.
Yeah, they were nice to Polly.
Either of these things.
Betty was nice to Polly. I think that there were a few moments where she was like,
Kind of sizing it, but she also kind of just has that look because she is like looking out of one eye. She's
yeah. But they ate a lot of mealworms around each other today. They walked around each other quite often. We kept it, we didn't let them, like, we never were out of the immediate range just to avoid any negative,
interactions.
yeah. Swap Nugget for Betty in the enclosure. We can't because then we have nowhere to put Nugget. But Betty could live with Polly if they will get along, and then we can look for another chicken for Oliver, Henrique, and Nugget. I think the problem is that Betty is smaller than Nugget, and Nugget is just like, I'm gonna get ya. So either we need to find a chicken that is the same size as Nugget or larger, and Nugget needs to stay at the bottom. I don't know, I can't help her.
One more chicken coop.
One more chicken coop. I'm one more chicken away from just being like, give them the whole property. Let them go. That's not true, chat. But I did present it as a solution potentially. I was like, what if we just gave them the run of it during the day and then locked them up at night? Just summoned them home. Because I don't think that any of these chickens would be a risk. Except Polly. Polly could not be out. She will always be in an enclosure, chat. She's too small.
Also fucking can't see, like,
Yeah.
with all that.
Like she would never see a bird coming down from above.
Yeah.
It'd be terrifying.
Finn and Reed do like each other, which is very nice for us. Just remember that foxes are solitary in the wild, so the likelihood that two random foxes will get along with each other is not high. I don't know if you guys did like a specific, like introduce them in like a specific way or anything.
Who?
Finn and Reed.
We did not introduce them. They came together. They were already together.
Sweet.
We haven't introduced any of the animals here except Winnie to the pasture.
I see. Oh, so
Everybody else
they got
is
introduced
together.
to each other, but yeah, I wouldn't. That is not the norm. The other two foxes that I worked with merely coexisted, and that's because we put their food way far apart from one another. So yeah, not the norm.
I don't think the hawk is that big of a risk to the chickens. I think it's a very small risk. Coconut is a lot smaller than the chickens.
It's normally mammal predators that go after chickens, not birds of prey.
That red-shouldered hawk that went after Coconut probably at the most weighs,
About the same.
I would say at the most between 600 and 700 grams. I don't think you guys appreciate that Oliver and Henrique weigh a whopping 3,000 grams.
They 3 pounds.
They 5 pounds.
Oh yeah.
They big. They big birds. Yeah, hawks don't like hunting stuff they can't carry because it's not as safe to eat it on the open ground. So you'll very rarely find birds trying to attack things that are larger than they are. Because they can only carry for an extended period of time like a third of their body weight to, at the most, half their body weight, a very short flight. So a bird that only weighs, 700 grams isn't even 2 pounds. They could not. And I'm willing to bet that if Nugget, Henrique, and Oliver were hanging out together and a hawk tried on Nugget or Henrique, that Oliver would be there fast.
You a big boy.
He a big boy. He a
them.
big boy. Stompy's fine. Stompy's so fine.
How'd that bird carry Gandalf then?
Also, you'll notice that Coconut was up like the chickens, if they were out, would probably be like, they would probably stick to brushy areas like they do in the morning. They stick close to the parrot aviary. Coconut was up high on one of those high perches, exposed. So.
I feel like we have a couple people who said that they're new. I'm glad that you guys are joining us.
Hi guys, we're gonna go see some animals in a second.
Yeah.
Wild coyotes nearby, wouldn't probably worry about them during the day. And we've never seen one on our property. The entire property has a perimeter fence that is checked regularly. I have seen a gray fox on the property. We have seen gray foxes.
I've seen one, yeah.
One gray fox in the 3 years that I've been here. Yes.
I immediately was like, Finn?
One. One over here.
like a
It was
flash.
over by the goat enclosure.
Yeah.
And it was actively running away.
So yeah, if you are new here, thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for hanging out.
We'd like to take, for the animal care chats, we'd like to take you guys with us, for the most part, to like the sessions that we're doing with the animals or us doing fun things with the animals, but it's hot outside, so sometimes it's us just in here drinking water, cooling off,
Adding
some
things
food.
to a wish list.
Yeah.
Today is a little bit chaotic because we did have to treat some things for ants because they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I appreciate that you're literally just eating scones.
I didn't go to the grocery last night.
All right. Do we want to go see a chicken that's going through a hard molt? All of the people who are here for the first time, brace yourself.
Get ready for a jump scare.
It's time. It's time to see a chicken that's been through some things. Not really. She's doing something that's completely normal. We'll talk about it.
You guys are gonna stare at the ground. New people, we stare at the ground so that way we don't show you guys our license plates. So that's why sometimes you just see our feet.
Sorry. I don't even have nice shoes to show you, although my boots do have chickens on them.
Yeah.
New people, is this your first time tuning into an Alveus stream? Like, have you never even gotten a tour of Alveus? Or is it your first animal care chat?
Waiting.
Also, I saw Darkrow in chat. Darkrow, we're remedying your lost painting situation. Not to worry.
Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, I literally just found out. Otherwise, we would have remedied this situation a while ago. Sorry. It's not like you, not like the art auction was in like May or anything like that. And it's not like it's almost October or anything like that. Don't worry about it. We got it.
One person said just my first animal care chat.
Nice.
First animal chat lurked for quite a while.
Nice.
But first chat, they have had the stream going, but first chat, they've had the pleasure of viewing.
Well, Henrique is going through a hard molt right now, which means she lost a lot of feathers very quickly over a couple of days, which means she's growing a lot of new feathers in. When feathers grow in, they have a blood supply, and they're in a shaft that's kind of waxy that the birds will have to preen off to expose the feather underneath. So feathers, when they're growing, like I said, they have a blood supply. Once the feather's grown, it's dead. Like, it's good. Like, only like the follicle part is still. Oh, we're gonna get ants in here if I leave these here. I'm gonna go put this in the vestibule real quick if you want to take them in. Sure. Here's some
Call me
yellow
Ritters.
worms.
Do you want one of these so you can see what people are saying? Call me Ritters said, Kayla, thank you for mentioning us maintenance facility workers in the Alveus panel. I work at an animal shelter as you
So important. Thank you for the work that you do. It's a team effort, animal care. Team effort.
bloodshot.
Oh, babies. I'm just putting this in here.
All right. You guys ready to see Henrique? Shit's closed. Sorry, my hands are full. Thank you guys for bearing with me. Here's Oliver. Beautiful as Oliver. And then Henrique. Oh no.
Oh, Henrique.
Oh, Henrique.
Is she having a time?
Nuclear Snake said, some Cenarius vultures that were born in my local zoo were released into the wild. Hope Kayla will enjoy this fact as much as I do.
Vultures! I heard the tail end of it, I think. Oh, excuse you, sir, please. Here, I'm just gonna put these down, and then if you guys want to work, we can also do some work. What do you think of Henrique, Jack?
It's a here. Okay, she gave you stuff to do. Why are you being a dick? Being a poopy head?
So yeah, Henrique's growing some new feathers, so you can see. So when birds grow new feathers, chat, one of the cool things about feathers is that you can tell a little bit about the health of the bird by their feather condition. So her feathers are growing in right now. If she were to get spooked or scared, you know how like we can get pale when we're scared very suddenly? It changes like the way the blood does blood things, right? So if she were to get spooked, it would cut off blood supply to that growing feather, and you can get what's called a stress bar on those feathers. So you can tell if a bird was really stressed when they were growing their feathers in, because there would be literal bars across the feather that indicate that they were stressed and scared a lot of the time. There are even ants on the water.
Guys,
Literally.
our entire life.
They're everywhere. Sorry guys, there's nothing we can do about the wind. But we're gonna be just in here and in the parrot enclosure, so hopefully it won't be too bad. Put my mic on the other side. So right now too, when you've got feathers growing in like this, you don't want to handle the birds at all. You don't want to pick them up. One, because it can scare them. But two, also, if you break a feather that's growing in that has a blood supply, birds can lose a lot of blood really, really quickly. So you have to be really careful if you break blood feathers. It was one of the things that we looked for with our birds of prey very often, taking care of them. Because sometimes it's very difficult to stop the bleeding. We have something on site called Quick Stop that you can put in the shaft to stop the bleeding. But if you were to have a very small bird that broke a blood feather, could literally be fatal.
Thanks, buddy.
It does look itchy, doesn't it? It looks awful. It looks uncomfortable.
Do the chickens eat ants? They can. They don't eat enough.
Anteater.
So
Anteater next ambassador. Imagine.
we had an anteater at TCC as well as armadillos, and anytime there was like a big patch of ants, I would like scoop up the dirt with all the ants, put them in a tray and take them the tray, or put like a little fence around the pile of ants and just bring them out. And it was so cute to watch.
Is that the same stuff that techs use for dogs' toenails bleeding? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think Quick Stop is the same stuff. Is Oliver potentially dangerous to her right now then? I did make a comment about it this morning, but I think Henrique is a lot better at outsmarting Oliver than Nugget is. So I worry a lot less about Henrique. But we do let them out for a long time in the morning, which gives her a little bit more space to be away from him as well. So, and he's the most frisky, shall we say, in the morning.
It is him that you guys hear all day long.
Is it actually uncomfortable for them, or does it just look like it is? I don't really have evidence to either one of those.
We're not chickens, sorry, chat.
I don't know for sure. I do know that I've worked with a couple birds of prey that when they have been growing feathers in, and I would imagine like sometimes for the parrots it's very similar, they've enjoyed head scritches. So like the feathers on their head that are obviously very difficult to preen, they'll come up and present their heads for scritches. So I got here late, but I just want to say that y'all did so amazing for your panel. Thanks for taking us to the zoo too. Oh, thank you so much. I was today years old when I learned that birds' feathers have blood supply. I'm new to this whole animal business. Heck yeah. It's very, I feel like we talked about this too. It's like the velvet on antlers. Yeah. I think a lot of people don't realize that the velvet has a blood supply as well while those antlers are growing, which makes them extremely sensitive to the touch. And a lot of people don't know that. We used to say that touching, when I was in Alaska, the way that we used to communicate it would be that if you were to touch and like hold on to the antlers, it would be like somebody like touching you if you were very sunburnt. So uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
Don't do it. Leave the antlers alone.
Leave the antlers alone. Okay, I'm trying to make it so you're on camera, buddy.
When the velvet falls off, it is so crazy looking. It really is. Also,
horrific.
Jump scare.
Yes.
Spooky season content. Most folks don't seem to know that when the felt comes off, it's nightmare fuel. I learned the difference between antlers and horns from World's Wildest. Sick.
Nice.
What is it?
Hell yeah.
Tell the chat. I saw Ella before we left. Nugget is currently in the session yard because a couple of weeks ago she had a prolapse. And we're still keeping her separated just for a little bit longer. We're hoping that the new chicken enclosure will be ready soon enough so that when we put them all back, she has a little bit more room to get away from Oliver. Betty's doing great. Thank you, Frozen Yak. I had notes, I was ready.
Kayla killed it.
And then I got so distracted by the fire alarm.
Dude, you powered through. Like, I was distracted. And you killed it. Can you guys stay in one spot? Okay. Here. Boop. Oops, sorry.
It's so weird that antlers are made of bone, while horns are made of keratin. Wild, wild, wild.
Do you guys want to see Oliver climb into a lap?
He's a lap chicken.
He's a lap chicken. Yep.
Henrique, my friend.
You got, buddy.
How are you, sweetie? Thank you. I feel like for the first little bit, I just was like, ignore it. And then I acknowledged it, and then it was like in my brain. I was like, oh no, it's not stopping.
Well, they were also trying to decide if there was like an emergency.
If we like
kind of want to like listen,
right?
You kind of want to know. Hi. Okay, well, I was trying to give you some earlier.
The donation is surreal.
Get up. Sorry.
Wait until the vlog comes out and you see me sob.
Okay, bye.
I was shocked. We even that morning, like the night before, we were like, should we go? Look, a feather. I don't know how you have any left to lose, but yeah.
So pretty.
so many feathers. We have a lot of big plans. Obviously, we always have a lot of big plans. We had a long list of projects before we got a giant donation to fund more projects. So thanks for being patient with us while we finish all the things. We're getting there.
Get it up. Ooh, bless you. Bless you.
Dumb question, since Oliver is male and Henrique is female, won't there be chicks? We don't let her keep her eggs. So we check for eggs daily, and then we feed them to other ambassadors. Did you get some mealworm dust up your nares, Oliver?
Is that what it's called for birds? Nares, their nostrils. Do you want to show them how you're a lap chicken?
He's a lap chicken. Oh, he's so good. He's so good.
Chicken butt.
Oliver's also. Oh. All right. Well, we didn't say he was a graceful lap chicken.
Usually he has my skin to dig into.
Good question. How many is she laying these days? Very oftentimes, while they are molting like this, they actually will cease egg production because both egg production and growing feathers demands a lot of protein and energy. So she will reallocate while she's molting her energy and her resources to growing new feathers and not to producing eggs, which is a very costly process. So Betty actually laid an egg today. It's the first one we've seen from Betty, but we can't use it because she was recently medicated, so we had to throw it away, which was very sad.
It was a small egg.
It was a small egg, but Betty is a smaller chicken. Like Henrique is she large. She looks small right now.
That's true. I guess Betty is like
feathers.
Fluffy right now.
But Betty, so we said earlier that Henrique and Oliver both weigh about 3,000 grams. Nugget weighs about 1,800 to 1,900 grams typically. So she's just a good bit smaller than these guys. But Betty's first weight when we got her, which I do anticipate she's heavier now, but she was only about 1,300 grams. So even smaller than Nugget by, an entire small hawk, 600 grams or so. How often do chickens molt? I feel like they go through, like Henrique goes through this big molt like once a year. She's the only one that does it. Well, Nugget's done this too. Not quite as hard. Like Henrique lost all of these feathers, chat, in like 3 days. Like we were like, oh my gosh, walking into the inside space, it was literally like a chicken exploded. We were like, is she alive? Is she gone? Does she have any feathers left? She's starting to fall asleep.
Oh, she's so sleepy.
She's a sleepy lady. So Henrique goes through a really hard molt once a year. Birds can do molts different ways. So not every bird is going to molt like this. Like your birds of prey, like your large birds of prey, like an eagle, will molt over like 2 years. So they'll just like lose feathers routinely. Even Oliver's got a lot of little pin feathers around his head. He's lost a lot of feathers. Does this feel nice? Are you itchy? No. But he's got a lot of pin feathers around his head. Like all of these are new. He's like, don't touch me. Yeah, they're new. They're new. You got a pre-nose. Can I see them? Yeah, so many new feathers. And he's got a lot around his butt right now as well. This is a really normal time of year for chickens to go through a molt. And it has a lot to do with like the days getting shorter and the weather getting a little cooler, things like that. I would say it's probably a good sign that Betty's getting healthier, that she has enough resources going on and enough nutrients to put together a solid egg.
The shell looked good.
Shell looked good. It was like poly-colored, I feel. So it's kind of like that beigey color. We can go over into the parrot aviary.
It's okay. I'm just going to squat. There's so many ants, guys.
What are the behaviors that prevent you from putting up chicken cams? Oliver. How much does Polly weigh? You say 970 today?
I think so.
Less than 1,000 grams. She's tiny.
She's small.
What if the chicken's body decides that it needs to lay eggs while molting, like a hormonal mishap or something? Will there be a bold mama chicken? I don't know what that last question means. Will there be a bold mama chicken? I don't think that would happen. If it did, we would. I've never seen it happen. I was reading about feathers today, and I read that like very oftentimes, like bald eagles, for example, like females will molt in the time after like the chicks hatch because they'll incubate while the chicks are so young that they can't thermoregulate, and there have to be a parent on the nest. And then once the chicks are old enough to thermoregulate, they'll be ready to like go out and like take on some of the role of feeding, because obviously growing chicks, more food is necessary. So both parents need to be out hunting. But I'd have to look more into that. I would be shocked if a bird in this state was able to lay an egg. There's a lot going on here. But also, like, your birds of prey wouldn't do this unless you force them into it. It looks so awful. I hate it. Would you like some mealworms? Hello, lady. Are you done? You don't want any mealworms? Just full. Do you keep the feathers? We have many, many feathers in bags. Up in the nut house.
So many.
I should actually organize all of them. Like, I should organize them by year so we can actually see how many feathers everybody's losing every year. So maybe starting January we'll do that. What is the purpose of chickens molting? The purpose of any bird that has feathers molting is just to grow nice new feathers, because like after you have feathers for a little while, it's harder to keep them maintained. And a bird that doesn't have good feathers, like if you were a bird of prey and your feathers were in poor condition, then it would affect your flight. It would affect the amount of energy that it takes to fly. It would affect your waterproofing potentially. So like healthy feathers are really important for a bird's overall well-being. So molting new feathers, important process.
You thief. I don't really have much.
Patchy and Toast are not yet in their new enclosures. It seems like a disadvantage to molt so hard all at once, like it harmed their immune system. I mean, she can molt hard like this without having to worry too much about that, because she's lucky enough to live in a place where she's supplied with everything she needs. So like things that can prevent a molt could be something like a lack of resources. Would encourage a bird to hold on to those feathers for longer instead of letting them go and growing new ones. So the fact that she's molting like this means that she has the resources to do it. So that's encouraging. Betty, I know we just met, but I would die for you. Same, Dark Crow.
She is so cute.
She's so cute.
She's so fucking cute.
Henrique is beautiful. Wait until you see all of our new feathers come in. It's gonna be stunning. Do they need help with grooming at this stage? No, she'll do it herself. Maybe a sad question, but how do factory farms deal with molting? Seems like they wouldn't like it, since all the birds molting at once would cut into production. I don't know. They may force. So again, I don't know. I would have to do research into that.
I would assume that they maybe just like keep them like at high temperatures that they don't. But
I also think I read today that like they talked about like not feeding them for a certain period of time can also drive a molt, which seems counterintuitive. I don't know. Not surprisingly, I don't know too much about factory farming. It is definitely a sad thing to think about. Humans keep losing hair all the time as well. It's just gradual, so you don't notice. Yeah. And there are plenty of birds who do that as well. They molt over a longer period of time. So it's less noticeable. Tico and Miley have been dropping feathers for a while. Mia has been dropping feathers for a while. Mia's got a lot of new feather growth. Siren has a lot of new feather growth around her face. The crows have a lot of new feather growth around their heads. And the crows have actually also been molting for a while. They've dropped a lot of primaries and tail feathers. Henry K. Yikes. Should we go see the parrots since it's 3:30?
Yeah.
Chat, you want to go see some parrots?
Oh,
There's the red shoulder. Over there.
I don't know if you guys can see that bird flying around.
You can hear it, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not.
This guy's the reason we can't put cams in the chicken enclosure because he's a butt.
He be doing male rooster things. All right.
Oh, he got us enrichment. Cool.
Very
All
good.
right. We leaving. Bye. We love you.
There we go.
Did you all see the clips of Winnie ripping ass when Amanda and Ella were trimming her hooves?
I did not.
No doubt.
That sounds hilarious. He's going.
You guys want to see some good kicks?
He getting it. I was wondering if there was still like crazy amounts of feathers in here.
I can only imagine Amanda and Ella's reaction. I've like been around Winnie when she farts, and they're smelly.
No, thank you.
Not that I like would expect them to be anything else, but
Hi. Oh, we can give Henrique some egg too. I should have given her some. Oh.
what do we do to control the ants? We try to put down diatomaceous earth. We spray F10, which ants don't like. But especially for the chickens, it's difficult because they are just in the outside world. But diatomaceous earth.
Take the big sample. Hello. What are you doing on the door? Chico! Miley!
I'm very distracted. I'm coming.
Oh, goodness. Mia, do you want to come up for a sec?
Good living conditions and good feed for the hens to help them go through molting faster. Ah. Siren does not like when other people are talking. Yeah, she was very rude. Oh, poop.
Chat, did you guys see Mia's feather growth on her chest? Look it. She has feathers. Oh,
I think there's a parrot somewhere. I can sense it.
do you see all these new? Okay. Can you show them your new feathers? That's nice.
I gotta focus.
So you can see a couple of these ones in here are new. There's these little shafts there that she'll scratch.
I'm not a cameraman, Chad. I'm trying to focus.
There it is. New feathers. These are her ears. Where are they? Oh, there's her ear in there. There's a tiny little hole. Yeah. Sorry. There's her new feathers. There they are. New feathers. Her whole chest used to look like this. And you can see she's got new ones in over here as well. Growing in. Yeah. She's doing so good.
What doing?
Nothing? Nothing? Here, can you go up here for a sec?
Siren said, attention, not on me.
Can you over here? Do you want to show off your new feathers? Hi. Can we show the camera close to your face? Do you guys see all those new feathers on her face? Like all those blue feathers are just shafts.
I'm trying so hard to focus, though sometimes the bird is blurry. And I don't know what to do. I'm tapping on the screen.
Even if you see it from a distance, you can tell that they don't look as like feathered and like smooth. And it's because they're still in those little shafts. And you can see a couple also. She's got a few growing in down here too. Yeah. Are you concerned about Mia? You don't need to be. It's okay. She's a little disheveled.
Siren,
She
they're
got-
saying you're looking cute.
She got so many feathers growing in. Yeah. Yeah, you are. She's over there. She's over there.
Also snaking back for attention.
Could have just flown over here. Here you go. Good job.
Burbs.
Tico, do you want to come down? It's a windy day. We could do some little hopping. We could do some hopping.
Mia and Siren, the wrong
What do you think?
yeah, they seem to get along really well when we are not around, but sometimes people are very exciting and birds will compete for attention.
What do you think? Okay. You come down? Tico. Tico, Tico. Tico? No,
Yeah,
you
it
just
could be
wanna-
that they're growing
just wanna
feathers
destroy
even like
things.
more rapidly during this time since winter is coming up. It's a good time to be molting and growing those feathers. Oh, she's so nice. So nice.
Tico! Are you just gonna stay up there? All right, I'll wait Siren.
That's so funny. There was an emote of Tico like bobbing her head, and I thought it was real Tico because I can't tell the difference.
Good job. Oh. Let's not give you a bunch of peanuts. Let's give you seeds.
Boop. Do you want to crunch for the camera? Here, here's a big one.
There we go. Okay. Hi, Q-Spin. Oh, careful.
Scoot over so you can watch Siren too. I feel like we're creeping on you because we're videoing you through the bush.
It's fine.
Just being
You
creepy
braced
over here.
yourself? Good. Good job.
How is Siren feeling about me and Amanda now that we've been here a while? Birds a lot of times will make a really good relationship with one person. And when that one person is around, they want to tell that one person, like, hey, like, I'm the only one for you. So a lot of times if Kayla's around, Siren doesn't really want to work nicely or as nicely with me and Amanda as when Kayla's not around. So Siren's like way better friends with Amanda and I when Kayla's not here.
Which is something we'd really like to avoid.
And yeah, which is something that we keep in mind. Sometimes Kayla will
Intentionally
kind of keep
stay
her
out.
distance so that way we can get a better relationship with her. That's how we were able to get the relationship that I can't talk. How we were able to get the relationship that we have with her. So it depends on the day and it depends on the people around. So some days, especially, you know, if Siren hasn't seen Kayla or Maya like in a minute, she's super down to work. She's super down to step up, be all happy. But I do keep in mind if, you know, Kayla or Maya have been spending a lot of time with her that I don't try to push her that much. I don't ask for her to step up. I'll just kind of do simple things with her that day just to make sure that our relationship stays good.
Good job. Good job.
Okay, I'm going to put Mia down because she's starting to become a little bit of a hoe. We don't want that. When they start getting really flirty, we don't want to encourage that. We don't want them to get any more
Frustrated.
hormonally invested. Yeah, we don't want them to get frustrated. So she was making her little whimpering noises. You can see she's holding her wings down a little bit.
She's a Shrudy. You're lovely.
She was
Is that funny?
kind of like not biting, but mouthing my fingers, maybe getting ready to nicely regurgitate some food for me.
No, thank
Super
you.
romantic.
Sorry. Kayla? Hi. Good.
Is Siren that way? The question is more that way than other parrots. No, most parrots I've worked with that I've known who have like a pair bonded person act like that
At some point.
at some point. Yeah. I got
Is that funny?
attacked by a raven once because her person walked by as I was in there with her. Usually she didn't even come like near me, like we didn't have a relationship. I like put my hands up to like block my face because she was coming for my face, and like both my hands were like bloody.
Ravens are no joke, chat.
Ravens are no joke. She used to be somebody's pet.
They're very big. I don't think people realize how big ravens are. I will say this every time we talk about ravens. I don't think people realize how big they are until you see them like next to a crow. Like Abbott and Coconut weigh like what? 350 to 400 grams. The raven that I worked with prior to coming here weighed over 1,000 grams. Like it's the size of a small like hawk. I don't think people realize how big they are. They are large. Yeah.
Hey, baby, want some throw up? Oh, that was a good one.
Good job. I gotta bring a syringe down. Yeah, I do. A touch.
Ravens can pair bond with humans. And I know you're not saying this in a way that like, noted, I'm gonna go pair bond with the raven.
Touch.
Yeah, totally not worth it. That raven was also mentally unhealthy because she was pair bonded with the person who couldn't spend time with her. She got very depressed, tried to put on antidepressants. It is not healthy for them.
And like no matter what, if a bird is pair bonded to a person, like the person is never going to be able to offer them what would satisfy them.
Yeah.
So like the tendency for that situation to end up in frustration is very likely, I feel. Touch.
I've seen ravens kill baby ospreys. I believe that's crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Have you seen those beaks? They stab. They do be stabbing.
Is terrifying. Directly into the mic. That's funny.
Yeah. Is he happy birthday? Wow, good.
Is Mia way more partial to a particular staff member?
Mia likes men. She gets real excited about Connor. She might be the only ambassador on site that gets super excited about Connor. Touch. Good.
I know, like, for me, it took me, like, a minute to kind of get in with Mia. Like, when I first met her, she didn't want to step up for me or anything, which is obviously, like, fine. It's a relationship that has to be built. But I know when some of, like, other males have come in here, she's, like, already like, hey.
She stepped up for my dad the day that they met.
Yes, he was not like that.
Oh, sorry. You're okay.
I had to.
You're right. Get a little spooky.
Some time convincing her.
Let's step back to your perch. Good.
We do training with Mia. African Greys definitely need a lot of stimulation. We're trying to get her to make more noises because she makes a lot of noises. I guess make more noises on cue is what I mean. She's been working on some spins, working on flying every now and then. But a lot of hers is putting noises to a cue. She's target trained. The problem with Mia is she does just get very excited very fast. So she very quickly goes into like, I'm a throw up for you mode. And we cut her training short.
Ooh, egg.
Training sessions short, then give her a break.
Did not want egg.
So again, that we're not frustrating her. It would be fun to do more with her though.
Mia's also, just like in general, if you bring her up to the studio or the nut house, like even if it's like with me or any of the women on staff, like she's gonna be way more vocal up there. Like she just likes being around people.
That's true.
She's a people bird.
Anytime the contractors are near here, she's just talking and chatting it up. Mm-hmm. This is a good question though. I don't know the answer to this. Atrox asked, any bird that pair bonds with a human must have been imprinted as a hatchling? No? Like, does a bird have to be imprinted to pair bond to does the bird have to imprint on a human to be able to pair bond to a human? Do you know?
I think it depends on how you're using, like, if you're using the word pair bonded as, like, this bird and this human, and, like, if you're talking about, like, displaying... No, I don't even know. Because, like... Challenger, the bald eagle that Connor and I worked with, was an imprinted bird. He was a loose, not quite a full imprint, I think. He spent about 6 weeks in a wild nest with eagles, but was raised by humans for like the rest of the time that he was maturing. And like the window for imprinting for different birds is different amounts of time. But we called him an imprinted bird, and he went 30 years without offering any of those like breeding behaviors.
Dang.
but did for Connor when he met Connor.
Interesting.
I don't know what changed in that time. The black vulture that I worked with, I was told was male until she started laying eggs for me. Which is also something that you don't love, like the fact that they lay eggs, because laying eggs, again, is a very energy costly process and can, as they get older, be more of a risky process as well.
Connor appeals to the chicks.
So I don't know. I think birds can form like bonds with certain people, like in terms of a relationship. Like I think certain birds are like, I like this person, I'm going to work for this person in a certain way. And I think that has more to do with the person than it does anything else. Because I think it just depends on how you approach the bird and how respectful you are of certain things and stuff like that. But I don't know. All of us were very respectful of Chow, and he did not try to bring us sticks. So
I've definitely worked with people who didn't quite understand or just ignored the fact that if you encourage these kind of behaviors in birds, like I get that you feel special, but it makes it really hard to work with that bird in the future. So we had like a cockatoo, for example, that we like would tell her like, hey, like anytime you touch this bird like this, you're getting her really, like I understand that the bird likes it, but it makes the bird very unworkable with, if that's a grammatically correct.
Very difficult
to work with.
That's a good stretch, Miley.
Unhealthy for that bird's future.
Yeah, and it can make a challenge, like we've said, like I said up at the beginning of the stream. There's a lot of surrendered parrots, and a lot of that probably has to do with the fact that people don't know what those behaviors mean when they see them for the first time. Yeah. So they think that they should encourage them, or they think that it's fun to encourage them.
And the bird obviously is like into it.
The bird is obviously into it, and then they end up with like such severe behavioral issues that those people feel like they have no choice but to surrender those birds, which it just leads to this problem that we have of sanctuaries full of unwanted parrots. Yeah. With very extreme behavioral issues that people, just because they don't know parrot behavior. I'm still learning so much about parrot behavior all the time.
So complex.
It's so complex. So we're really careful with our parrots not to encourage any of those behaviors, because we do want them to like enjoy coming up to people and enjoy meeting new people. And if we encourage those behaviors, then the likelihood that, especially not so much with Siren. If Siren could fly, you've probably heard us say this before, if she could fly, she might be really difficult to work with. We're lucky that not lucky. Yeah. She's not lucky. Yes. It's very sad for Siren, but it does make our job as an unfortunate result perhaps a little bit easier. But once these guys are comfortable flying, these two especially, we may see, there may be behaviors that we already are like, we may have to prepare for or correct in the future. Like we've talked about having to shift them places in order to clean, because if they're comfortable flying down or things like that, then it might make them very difficult to work with and keep it positive, which is always our goal, to work them as positively as possible. Tico, do you have any interest today?
I did. One of the macaws that I worked with caused a divorce because she was pair bonded to the wife and would just attack the husband, wouldn't let, and it was a flighted bird, and just caused like a huge rift in their relationship. And eventually the husband was like, we're getting, like, it's either me or the bird. And the woman picked the bird, and so they got divorced. But then she moved into an apartment building with the macaw. You guys all know how loud macaws are. And she unfortunately had to give up the macaw because she could not keep him in an apartment. People complained.
I'm shocked.
I assume that's not like a one-off story, though. I assume that happens more often than that.
Parrots are one of those pets that end up in people's wills, which also not easy for the person you leave the parrot to. Like, no. Unless that person grew up with you and that bird, which is unlikely, because if you're passing away and leaving your parrot to somebody who's going to live a lot longer than you, unless it's to a child that really loves that bird as well, can be a big ask.
Big ask.
Parrots are
big ask.
A lot of work. Is it too windy, Tico? Is it too much?
That's crazy, just reading what Molly Wallaby wrote. Crazy.
They talked about that at World Bird Sanctuary with
Really?
collecting from, I don't remember, it might have, was it? I don't know who it was. But they talked about a specific bird that like has a few favorite people and that's how they collect things. And like, they're like, that's really all we need to say on that matter.
Good job, Mia.
I'll clean that up tomorrow, Hatiko. That's nice. So yeah, it can be very confusing. And yeah, imprinted birds, if you put them with other birds of the same species, they may not recognize that they're the same species as that bird.
Dang.
We had a black vulture that was an imprint, and if she so much as saw herself in a mirror, she attacked the mirror.
Yeah.
It was very hard bringing her to programs. Traveling with her. So.
You want to try hanging out for a while?
Tico, anything.
Also just hang out here.
We've been here for a minute. I feel like if you were gonna do anything by now, you would. So maybe we just call it a day today, and that's okay. My cat also attacks a reflection. Cats. Mia. If we want, we can leave the parrots. I think Tico has made her decision for today, and I bet if she comes down, she'll just be salty with me. So we will try again tomorrow, Tico. You and Miley seem to be really enjoying each other's company up there.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah. No. Yeah.
They didn't eat much yesterday, so I wonder if it's something specific they got going on. But if we head out now, it gives us time to top up the hay bags at least.
Yeah.
And maybe feed the donkeys a little bit. Tico, you want some scrambled egg? Tico, Miley. I have fun enrichment for you guys today. I made it. Okay. Oh my God, why? What happened? Okay. Do you want some egg? It's exciting. You want some egg?
Like, excuse me.
Oh, it's nice.
Did you eat everything? Oh,
There you go. Yeah. Nice feet. Looks good.
Another type of training that we do with Mia to keep her just engaged as well is just a lot of training for things that we'd have to do, kind of like trimming her beak, trimming her nails, just getting her ready for all of that, desensitizing her to like the noises, the feeling of all of that happening, and having it be more consent-based. So doing a lot of that type of training as well, because Mia does kind of have like a wonky beak, and occasionally you might need a beak trim, and it'd be super cool to be able to do that just completely force-free.
Okay. This is a little. These are the littles.
Do you guys want to see the enrichment that Kayla made? Hang it right there, Mia. Look at these. Don't they look so fun?
These are the macaws.
Look at that. Oh, the macaws.
Fun. Fun times. Miley, would you like to come down? I always put 2 up, and I literally always, you come down to the first one immediately, and I'm like, there's gonna be another one. There's always another one.
Windy. Oh, these would be great for Christmas. I was gonna put it.
Go see Miley real quick.
It'd be nice if I put it here.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing, goofy girl?
A little bit away.
What are you doing?
Right here. I'll put it here.
What are you doing? Can we have an enrichment crafting stream? We have actually talked about that.
You said you guys used to, right?
We've done a couple. Enrichment takes us a long time sometimes, and I feel like sometimes it gets pretty boring. But if you guys want one, We can try. Yeah, you gotta pull all that paper out because there's stuff in there that you have to get to, but you have to pull the paper out. Oh yeah. Oh, that was such a nice step up, Mia. That's so nice.
Siren, go back to your side. This is Mia's. Can you hop up? You're gonna have to, sweet girl.
Are you gonna come down and try and lunge at this camera? You don't have to. Good. You could think twice about it. Hello, Miley. What you doing? That's nice. She did not. Okay, she thought about it. She says, I'm a little bit mad. Did Maya stream that stuff regularly? She streamed it a couple of times. Do the macaws like being on people? No. Nature documentary watch party while making enrichment. That sounds fun.
Oh, that does sound fun.
Sounds like a good time. The macaws are beautiful. Okay. Be good, kids. Don't take that. I was going to give the rest of that to Miss Nugget.
Sweet. It's closed.
Lindsay said she's putting the chin enclosure back together.
Oh, awesome.
So that they can go back. So I feel like if we at least get hay down in the pasture,
Yeah.
that would be very kind of us. All right. Door is locked. We are good. Sorry, it's going to be windy tracks. We're going into the pasture. We don't have the wind muffles on the... Locked. We got to bring more zip ties down for that. I've never really noticed that the bottom's not zip tied.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
But it is annoying.
Number.
Siren and Mia are beautiful. I'm excited about the condition of Mia's feathers because I really do feel like it's improving. That's really exciting. I think her feather condition looks markedly better than it has. Oh, it's so windy.
The wind feels nice, though.
It does. Hello, horse.
Horse.
Hi. You ready? You're all tangled again. Gosh almighty.
Buddy, that was my...
Dude.
Does it look like I have something for you? Ace is being intrusive. Intrusive.
Boundaries, sir. Gross. Come on, let's go. Let's check your hay bags. That one still looks pretty full. Donkeys! It is a bit windy for the donkeys today, so I guess that one doesn't look that full. Be selective. Looks like they may need a top up on their water.
I'm gonna go check down there.
Grab this one too. Winnie, how you doing? You doing? I'm gonna top up your hay bags.
Horse following me. What do you want, buddy? You want snacks. We all want snacks.
Okay.
The horse is Ace. Yep, the
Is
Sarah,
Ace.
or Ace for short.
Or Sarah. I don't know if Shirley already answered that question.
Both of these hay bags are full. All three of these hay bags are full.
Oh, it's empty.
It is good to be back after TwitchCon. It was a nice break. It was nice getting away, but I missed my cat. I don't know what we said, but Molly Wallaby said Kayla and Shruti saying the exact same thing at the same time.
Probably the Acero Is this arrow ace for short?
I think that's word for word what I said.
Ace stomp.
This is not. All 3 hay bags down there are completely full.
Sick. I'll just put a little bit more in these two and hang them back.
Excuse me.
Similar location. The donkeys don't really seem to care about anything today. They have not even considered walking over here. Love that for them.
They both got a good long session yesterday.
Oh, love that. Excellent. Excellent, excellent.
Oh, I'm gonna read stuff out since you're packing hay bags. Monochrome Roll said, Kayla, I was looking for cute vulture videos and I saw you in the video when you worked at American Eagle Foundation on the video of Bash the Vulture.
Oh my gosh, wow. That one actually probably isn't a bad video. Bash was so fun to work with. She was great. I would imagine she's still great.
Does Ace have a pimple? Is the spot what you guys are looking at? Oh, sure, we're just looking at your possible pimple. I think it's like a scratch.
I was actually really proud of Bash. Bash did her first program in public my last day. And I really wanted to talk during it, and instead I cried. So my coworker who was there had to do the entire talking point of the presentation, and I just made sure that Bash had many, many snacks and was very polite to all the guests. And she did great. She was an angel.
How come Baby Cat didn't get her mask today? Usually we come out here in the morning and see if the flies are bad.
She looked good this morning. She looks worse now.
Yes.
But she had no flies on her face this morning.
Got one now. But yeah, if the flies are bad, we put their masks on so that they leave them alone. I see one on her right now. See one on her legs. They're not bad. One time I came out here in the morning and she had, I think some like baby flies had just like hatched nearby. She just had so many baby little house flies on her. Give her a quick spray.
What deters the flies? We have a fly spray for them.
Yeah.
Boop, that we put on them.
Yeah,
Have you lectured
also.
Ace on his behavior last night? I fear it would make no difference. I fear it would make no difference. Stay. There we go.
Gotta chomp the air. Have we given the fake dragonflies a try? No, we haven't. I put them aside to bring down here. And we talked about putting them in kind of strategic places that we would put their hay bags. No, thank you for reminding us.
What are we doing?
Someone sent like fake, like dragonflies.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
We were gonna do that.
Thanks for the resub. What's the fly spray made of?
I think it's probably pyrethrin? Pyrethrin? I never guessed the right one.
Biggest ingredient is cypermethrin. Haha, snake spray. Ace.
I see a donkey.
Serrano did have a little cut on the side of his face that it wasn't like actively bleeding or anything, but I wanted to see it today and see how it looks.
Jalapeno, do you want to do a little session?
I think the crocheted wasp nests are working. I know we had a small nest in that corner over there, but nothing like
No, yeah, I
we
think they're
had
working
before.
for sure. Oh yeah.
Ace did bite him last night. When I saw him, it was the afternoon. No sad noises. Not allowed. We'll get you a snack, Nori. Okay. I will make a sad noise anyway.
You want to
It
do
was
a
like the
little session,
afternoon, so it
sir?
was before that, but that is good to know.
You want to?
We know that, especially probably around the hay bags, they get a little
You want to do a
fussy
little
with each
session,
other.
or you just want some hay? What do you think? Hey, buddy.
Here's some donk boys. Can I see the side of your face? Can I have your chin? The dogs were playing King of the Hill 2 mornings ago. Cute. cookies in here. I'm working on it, donkeys, I promise. Let's see what we have up here. That's tasty. I'm gonna set you guys down. You can stare at any silhouette. That way I can use both hands. All of our cookies need to get up in that house. Why would you make the donkeys cry? I'll just get up some regular snacks for now. They're not going to complain about it because they've got all kinds of things. Mr. Ace. Oh, let me distract.
How you doing?
I got some grain for the donkeys.
Hello, Winnie.
I'm working on it. I'm gonna distract a horse. But oh, Mr.
Oh my goodness.
Rowdy, so many feelings.
Rowdy.
Winnie, do you want any of this? I'll be over here if you do.
Winnie's like, this hay though, it's so good.
Do you see us coming? I know, I have the pouch. Can I hand this back to you? Thanks. Buddy, we're working. Ace, don't be a dick. You got some grain on the ground. Here. I know you know it's like, you'll only eat out of that. I know you'll eat off the ground too.
Hi, buddy. Hi. Can you come with me? Come with me.
It's just a rhino. Do you want to come this way?
Come here, sweet boy.
They do have so many feelings. I know they look so like stoic
Halter.
a lot of the time. But
Feelings about it today. Halter. Good.
Let's see if put this here.
Halter. Good.
Hopefully you guys can see.
Touch. Very good. Good boy.
Hopefully that sees both of us. You're doing so good. I know.
Touch. Good. So windy, huh? Halter. Okay.
more, chat. See your chin? Good. Don't snobby. Too much wind. Alter. Hi, buddy. Good. No, that means you're supposed to look at me. So good. Okay, Tommy's gonna go look at the camera. Don't peck it. Touch. Good. 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 Take it off. Good. Good boy. That's so brave. Good. Wow. Even in the wind. You got some stuff. Can I touch this? What's on your... Oh. Why are you so sappy? What the heck did you walk into? Touch it. Let me figure out what that was. It's so windy. Good boy. Touch. Oh, it's everywhere. Oh, it's everywhere. Good. Do you want to do something else? Can I see your chin? Good boy. Not much into the touch. Touch into the... Good. It's windy. Good boy. Good. See your chin? Boy. Touch. Good. Good. We're gonna look at that spot again. Good. Oh, chin. Touch. Finish chewing. Legs. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Chin.
Do you guys see how much Jalapeno is accepting the halter these days? It's huge. And leg touches.
Thank you for letting me touch your spot.
Good boy.
We got some little dirt in the way and he let me wipe it off, which was really nice of him.
Touch.
Can you go? Good. Chin.
Even in the wind, he says this is okay.
Get my chin here. Good job,
Good.
buddy. Good job. Got some dirt on there. Good.
You ready? Halter.
Oh, oh. You're so good.
Good.
Go get some stuff to put on the ground. Can I leave you a little bit on the ground?
Good. Touch.
The spot on the side of his neck is or head is a tiny bit pussy. Some blue coat.
Can do blue coat.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have any Chlorohex down here. Can blue coat. There might be like antibiotic ointment up there.
Okay.
Eat whichever one you think would be better because the blue coat will be really close, so it might make a noise.
Okay.
So if there's an ointment up there, he might prefer it.
Sweet.
Good. Say please, that's very nice.
What? Hey, big cow. What do we have?
Connor does the same thing. There's a little bit of pus in his little wound, so we're gonna make sure that it stays clean.
No, buddy, don't mess with them.
Hi, buddy. You're okay, Jalapeno. Can I see? Can I see? Which side is it on? Is it this side? I don't see it. Is it this side? Where is it? Where is it? Hi. Where is it? Hi. Where is this? Where's it?
Hi, buddy.
Where is it? Show me.
Chat, I'm so sorry if you can't see us right now. I think you can. I think you're fine. He let me wipe off some dirt on it, so I think you'll be okay. is smelly ointment.
He is sensitive to the smell, so just like keep your hand down until you're like ready. Because he'll be like, hi buddy. Oh, smell the smells.
Can you just come over here for
Smelly.
just to give us some space?
Oh, is it like right on his nose?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be real tough to
He's been letting me rub it.
real tough to get ointment on it. Can I give you a scritch?
Buddy, we're trying to do a thing. Are you trying to? Should I try to get it in now? Or? He's been letting me touch it if
I was gonna
ask
say.
for his chin. But yeah, it's smelly stuff. Maybe you can get one shot. I'll give you buddy, please. Not right now. Nope.
The donkeys often have little wounds that they get from each other. It's not uncommon. We tend to just keep an eye on them. A lot of them heal on their own without much help from us, but when we see one that looks a little bit like, and if it's in a spot where we can easily put something on it, we do our best. This one is in kind of a tough spot. He's like,
Oh, good job, buddy.
He says, oh, it's smelly.
It's so smelly, isn't it?
Good job.
Spread it around a little bit more.
That's so good, Serrano.
So good. That was a big handful for a good job. I know.
Yeah, it's not uncommon. Jalapeno would do no such thing. Imagine, I'm gonna go get Ace out of here so that you can finish with him.
I did not distract him long enough.
Go.
Ready, buddy?
Scoot, 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 scoot. Scoot.
Can I see your chin?
Come on. Ace, come on.
Yeah, it's
This.
okay.
Come on. Come on.
Got it kind of on there.
This is for you.
Trying
Come on.
to spread it around a little bit more.
Good boy. Come on.
Yeah, like Kayla was saying, it's a kind of a smelly. Oh, buddy, smelly ointment. Can you please
Get you a little bit more. Okay. Thank you for following me and not going down there.
Good job.
Totally not.
Yeah, that was a small hand. That was bullshit. I think I showed it more. Okay. Can I see your chin? Good job. Oh,
Nice.
so good.
For being so good.
So I feel good about the amount of ointment that's on right now. Good job, buddy. And he did really well. So
Winnie.
I reward him a ton.
Enjoying your
touch that spot. And
Doing a little bit of
put
green.
some smelly ointment on it. These guys are pretty sensitive to smells. Hi, buddy. You're doing good. No need to get sad. Good job, you two. Toronto's so good. Oh, goddamn. I feel like I'm usually pretty cognizant of this guy. Usually I'll try to do something with him. Either a whistle or have him look at my hand for food, but I don't want to reward him. Take it back. It's gonna keep my fridge closed. Got something goopy on his head. What's that on your head? Good job, donkey.
Hey, buddy. How you doing? Hi, buddy.
Stompy's getting some scratches if you guys can't see.
On your left, Serrano.
You can get a little piled on the ground. 'Cause I only got one left. for Serrano. This for jalapeno.
That's so good, buddy.
It is so good.
It's so good, buddy.
A little bit more everywhere.
An angel.
I know you see it. It's on the ground. All done. Oh, camera.
Thanks for Hi. Hi.
Oh no, you guys fell.
It's a very good
Did that
bowl.
just happen? Hopefully that just happened.
So very nice. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Chicken.
Stumpy. I can grab your pouch,
Sweet, thank you.
and then I'll lock up the feed stall.
This one's salmon. Oh, yes.
All right.
I'm chewing.
Winnie got a little bit of grain on the ground, chat, but she seems to be thoroughly enjoying her hay, which is very nice. All right.
You guys saw literally how much hay was left.
They're fine. She's fine.
I don't know why this hay is like the hay.
Hay is the most important part of their diet, guys. Watch out, Stomp. Thanks.
The biggest pasture change that we got, I feel like, has been a gate at the bottom of the hill, which has been so nice. So pasture changes
All
have
right.
been great.
Eyes locked.
Sweet.
We're good to go.
Oh, grunt.
Yeah, you coming?
Grunt, grunt.
We're gonna go see Nugget real quick, and then we're done.
Sweet. We done, chat. No, we're not gonna do a stompy bath. It's not that hot right now.
It's not, and the wind is very.
The wind is winding.
It's present.
The planks on the ground you see are to divert water into places that we would rather it to be, instead of having like all of this just washed down to the bottom of the pasture.
Erosion.
Yeah.
Turkey vulture. Somebody said earlier they want a vulture ambassador. Me too.
Look how blue the sky is. The phone makes it look so good too.
All right, locked.
Locked. Okay. Hell yeah, thanks for the resub. You guys are gonna stare at the ground again.
Make sure Nugget's okay. If you want to head up, you can. It's up to you. It's just Nugget.
Go see Nugget. I haven't seen Nugget since yesterday. We did do the foxes and wolves already before we started stream. We had contractors here today and we wanted to get them done
Nugget's upset.
while they were on lunch.
She's at the
before
door.
They came back.
I'm sorry.
Excite.
Connor was supposed to come look at you, and then he did not. We thought you would prefer being out here to in the studio. I don't know if that's
Chicken big
true.
space.
Oh no. It's tragic. You actually might need more scratch as well. She might. We'll see. Hello, beautiful. How we doing?
His nugget is chicken poop.
Oh no, you got
Chicken
scratch.
poop all the time.
You got some
Our
scratch.
life is just chicken poop and ants.
There's some egg for you.
She got some egg.
There's some egg, and there's some mealworms. There's that. There's ants in this bowl. These bears, punks. Here, do you want your egg in this instead? Yeah, that's good. Good girl.
For the wolf dogs coming inside, a large part of it is just patience. We don't know what their previous enclosure must have looked like, if they think inside is just kind of a spooky area in general. I know people like mention how like long it took them to get used to just even their dens. So a large part of it is just patience, unfortunately. We'll continue training it. But at the end of the day, they're the ones who are going to decide how comfortable they are with it. But one day, they made a lot of progress. I know especially like Kayla and Lindsay spend time in the evenings getting them more comfortable with stepping inside, which is exciting to see. Nuclear Snake said, do you think Maya will accept a bad PowerPoint presentation on why she should get a vulture ambassador?
She knows. She knows we should get one.
Maya's going to need a lot of convincing.
Oh, I'm going to put this over here where it's shady, okay?
In the show and tell.
Good job, Nugget.
They'll be ready to come inside just as soon as the summer is over. They don't need AC. Yep.
That is a thing that animals will do.
Slide 1. Look at their wrinkly faces. Look at them. An elephant ambassador.
They don't have enough space, guys. Space is a limiting factor for Alveus.
Slide 2. Metal as fuck. Slide 3. Big bird. I love it. I'm sold. Wear a vulture. Oh, she kick.
I would like you to molt your whole tail. Please. Do you see how damaged the tips of her her tail feathers are, chat? Like they just look like, so when birds preen their feathers, you can see all the space between them. When birds preen their feathers, they kind of like, if you were to take a feather, you could like separate some of the individual pieces, and then you could smooth them back together, almost like a zipper. And obviously feathers get to a certain point, they've just worn, damaged, to the point where it's hard to do those things. So. New ones. She needs new ones.
We got some raiders. Sup, raiders?
Welcome.
This is Nugget.
She be a chicken, doing chicken things.
Welcome to Alveus, where chickens do chicken things.
She's got some enrichment right now that she's got to kick or kind of do a digging motion, which is very natural behavior for chickens. And it is exposing some mealworms for her, which is her favorite snack. Nugget is alone because a couple of weeks ago she had another prolapse, which is no fun for Nugget. And we had to keep her separate from Oliver for a little while she healed.
How late am I to keep her talk? No. We will be wrapping things up soon, unfortunately.
I try to tell Nugget all the time that she could just outrun Oliver, and she does not believe me. She's fast, guys. Nugget's so fast. She's a speedy chicken. I think she does enjoy being in here. I don't think she likes being alone, funny enough, which makes sense, even though her options would be to go back with Nugget and Henrique, or Oliver and Henrique, but I do feel like she would choose that. Hi, how you doing? You doing okay? Yeah.
Will the goats have a chance to mow the wolf dog enclosure once Timber and Ava are able to like go inside? I've seen other zoos do that, but the logistics of getting the goats to the wolf enclosure without just having them run amok sounds very stressful. But yeah, I mean, something that I always like wondered with zoos, like I grew up going and like worked at the Oregon Zoo, and they would walk their goats into the lion enclosure and let them walk around, and then obviously the goats leave and then put the lions back, and the lions would go crazy, like smelling the goats' scent. But at like what point does it become frustrating for the lions that they can't get to all the goat scent that they are being like flooded with. So I don't know. That was also a very long time ago, so I don't know if like some zoos still do things like that.
Good job eating your egg nugget. That's nice. I know the goats are not supposed to be up there because of the animals that we have up there. That's why that gate had to get put in, to keep the goats down here.
Hi, ABK.
Nugget actually did not need surgery. It actually did take care of itself. We've just been monitoring it and keeping an eye on it and making sure she's good. So we're giving her kind of extra time away. The vet said at least 2 weeks. She's been separate for 3 weeks, so she's gotten a little bit of inside time, a little bit of air conditioning. We brought her back outside yesterday. So she's just hanging out.
I imagine that the lions got fed after the goat parade. I just always wondered if what they were getting was equal to the stimulation that they got from the goats, that they weren't frustrated afterwards.
Oh, that was a good tail wobble.
If that makes sense. Like if they were in there smelling like 10 goats and just getting really excited / frustrated, because those sometimes go hand in hand, and just like really worked up over the goat scent, and then they just got like a small meatball. Like, is that really equal? So I don't know, but
Is she staying out here for the night? We left her out here last night. It's secure. Like she's fine in here. As long as she's comfortable.
oh,
Bless you. Wobble. Good sips.
lions at a different zoo, not lions anywhere near here.
Good sips.
She's sipping.
She's so cute. I love watching birds drink. It's one of my favorite things. It's so cute. I love you so much. You're nothing but trouble. All right. I think it's time, Nugget. I think it's time for me and Trudy to go home. It's 4:30.
Yeah.
We're past time. I'm glad you're getting some good sips, though. Stay hydrated.
This area has been kind of like a multi-purpose enclosure or space. We've held events in here. The goats have been in here.
Oh,
We found
Yeah, right.
dogs. The dogs stayed in here until we found their owner. Nugget's in here because she needs some space. We brought like Push Pop in here to roam around
toast.
in a more
wobble.
controlled setting. Toast. So yeah, just kind of a multi-purpose space. When some of our birds are better flyers and or better at more reliable at getting into their crates, we can bring them out here and set it up as like a place
take
for them to
Take the
fly
lights
around.
down
Yeah,
and stuff, but
it's not set up for birds right now,
yeah.
but in the future. Some enrichment ideas from the San Diego Zoo. There was a lot of, I feel like most of the enrichment ideas we got would have been helpful, or were like helpful for the marms.
Yeah.
Lots of climbing structures, lots of different types of platforms
You good?
for them to climb onto.
Yeah. Nugget's like, please take me with you. I can take you back inside, but that's the best I can do.
Sweetheart.
I don't think she likes being alone.
Are the chins still in the studio?
I know.
We'll be back.
A little bit longer, sweet girl.
But yeah, maybe that's something that like we can stream in the future too, when we were making some of that enrichment ideas that we saw at the San Diego Zoo. I know Kayla took like a bunch of pictures of the things that we wanted to try.
I did. All right. That's all the animal time we have today, chat.
It sounds like Maya just went live, so
Perfect timing.
pass you guys off to her.
Perfect timing.
I also cannot wait for more fun. Things have been a little bit busy, but happens soon enough. record first. And also make sure people don't get tired. Are you okay if I end the stream?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right, we're gonna leave.
I think we have to type it into this, don't we?
Yeah. All right, we love you. Have a good day. Have fun on my stream.
Where am I sending you guys? I have to ask this every time. Night cams?
Exclamation live cams.
Exclamation point live cams?
Yeah. We will get some rest. Thank you, guys.